moving right along. The next is one of my favorite groups, women. And for this, we have two, and I'm going to let Ann Carpenter, if she's able to start, and then Kelly Ward will finish. So Ann, the baton is being passed to you. Make your best case for women. Ann, are you there? Okay. Kelly, you're on deck, and then we'll try Ann again after you get done. Make your case.
Okay. So really how we were going to do this is Ann was going to talk about where we are and where we've been. So I'm a little bit future focused. And part of that is because the future is female. We've all heard it. We know it. It's evidence that we have a lady that presented for the emerging leaders. But let's talk about that future. So right now, women are about 16% of the extractives workforce, 12% in the global mining industry. So this year, women on boards comprise about 18% of the makeup of those, 13% of C-suite roles, and 15% of other executive roles, which is up from 8% in 2018. So why is that, do we think? Well, not trying to say that women are smarter than men, but CSU released a study last year that said in physical science courses, women had statistically higher course grades than men and higher university-wide GPAs than most men. And we all know mining is a physical science. Also, the Harvard Business Review last year, women rated better than men on key leadership capabilities. In 17 of 19 categories, women rated better. We're natural team builders. We show strength in defining responsibilities, and we excel in mentoring and coaching others. And also, we're perceived by managers, particularly our male managers, to be more effective than men at every hierarchical level and in virtually every functional area of the organization. That includes the traditional male bastions of IT, operations, and legal, which, like Ruby said, we also have everyone in our group. And then finally, from Inc. magazine, science says women in business outperform men. So we're more effective managers, we're better at finance, we're better top-level advisors, better planners, and we perform better under stress. And actually, we improve team performance. The mere presence of a woman increases the team productivity and output. The more women, the higher that productivity has been proven to be. In fact, men are shown as a liability to that. It might also be because we tend to have higher emotional IQs. So really, at the end of the day, when women are on boards, there's a striking correlation between return on assets. And then also water consumption for companies that have women on boards is almost 4 times more than men-only boarded companies. And those same companies in this study, 5 times more community spending engagement when there's at least 2 women on a board. So like I said, the future is female.
Okay, right, I think I figured out my mute.
All right, Ann, it's all yours.
Great, thank you, Kelly. That was great to illustrate the future going forward, and thanks for the stats. We all know that women are natural multitaskers, and that results in decisive and rapid responses to simultaneous and diverse tasks, a critical component to successful leadership. Of course, we still got the, we know that there's statistics out there about equipment operations. Mine managers that I've spoken to throughout my career have taken note, see the results and of lower equipment costs and better equipment performance and less maintenance. And bonus, we're not afraid to ask for directions. Notable women through time include Saint Barbara in the 3rd century, and she's the patron saint of miners and others who work with explosives. Sacagawea, a key interpreter for Lewis and Clark, she helped negotiate safe and peaceful passage, guiding the men to successful end to their exploration efforts. And Mary Curie, this physicist investigations led to the discovery of radioactivity as well as the element of radium. Modern mining women, Catherine McLeod Seltzer. She's a stellar example and an international trailblazer who in 1999 was honored by the industry as its Mining Man of the Year. And the women in mining organizations worldwide who have taken up the banner to showcase women, stellar women operating in the fields, the diverse fields throughout the mining industry across the globe. In this series of articles for the National Mining Hall of Fame, women are represented in all sectors, which was further represented by the young, thoughtful leaders, but men are represented in all but one. Just kind of marinate on that. And that's the closing argument on my side.
Well, thank you. I mean, how can anybody not donate to the women causes with such two superior speeches? So just a couple clarifications, because this does kind of remind me of the current politics. One is, nobody has ever explained to me where the woe in women comes from. Okay, St. Barbara was also the patron saint of undertakers. Not saying anything, just sort of bringing it up. Women are, no question, they can multitask, and but apparently that doesn't include philanthropy. And finally, when you say that men are a liability, I would like to point out that I personally resent that, despite the fact that I am a Superfund site when it comes to male liability.
Remember now, Doug, your own employee called you the liability.
Yeah, I got that, but you know, her mistake is her review's coming up. No, that was great. You know, and just to let our audience know, last year nationally, in terms of new directors going on boards of directors of U.S. public companies, women were the most sought after group. It was something like 45 to 50% of the new directors were female. This is not a legacy of the past, folks. This is where the future is going. And when it comes to multitasking, I can personally tell you that the reason women score better in school is because, you know, they're smarter than us. I have a lot of personal experience with that.